Good evening. It is 10 p.m. here in Seoul. I am Mari, the AI anchor with the headline news. The top diplomats of South Korea, the United States and Japan will meet on the sidelines of the annual UN General Assembly in New York on Monday. This will be the first meeting in 7 months between South Korean Foreign Minister Cho Tae-yeol, his U.S. counterpart Antony Blinken and Japanese counterpart Yoko Kamikawa. The last held talks at the G20 summit in Brazil this February. The three are expected to look at trilateral security cooperation following up on agreements made at the Camp David summit, as well as discussing North Korea's recent provocations. South Korea's military warned North Korea that it will take stern action if trash-carrying balloons sent by the regime pose a serious threat to the South's national security. The Joint Chiefs of Staff said the fundamental measure to put an end to the balloon campaign is to demonstrate that the enemy can gain nothing from them. Monday's message from the military comes after the North resumed sending the trash-carrying balloons across the border on Sunday, 4 days after a similar launch. North Korea has sent a total of 5,500 trash balloons since late May, in response to anti-Pyongyang leaflets sent across the border by South Korean activists and North Korean defectors. South Korea's exports for the first 20 days of September fell despite surging semiconductor exports, according to data from the Korea Customs Service on Monday. The total value of exports for those 20 days came to $35.6 billion. That's a drop of just over 1% compared to the same period last year. This comes as a result of fewer working days due to the Chuseok holiday. However, the average exports per working day surged 18% year-on-year. While items like cars, petroleum products, and steel saw declines, semiconductor exports in the first 20 days jumped 26.2%. Despite the overall dip so far, a positive export trend for the month is expected given the remaining number of working days and the typical year-end surge. South Korea and the Czech Republic adopted a joint action plan and dozens of deals to forge a so-called century-long nuclear power alliance, as President Yoon Suk-yeol made a 3-day official visit to Prague last week. This comes as the Czech government selected a South Korean consortium as the preferred partner to build 2 nuclear units at its Dukovany power plant. Regarding complications posed by U.S. firm Westinghouse, which claims intellectual property rights over Korean nuclear reactor designs, the official hinted Seoul is working with Washington to overcome the dispute and forge a win-win partnership. With 56 MOUs concluded during his trip, Yoon also sought to ramp up cooperation with Prague in areas beyond nuclear energy, including the bilateral trade and investment promotion framework, which aims to not only expand trade and investment but also collaborations across various industries. After the Lebanese militant group accused Israel of being responsible for the large-scale detonation of communications devices that killed dozens and injured thousands, Israel and Hezbollah have taken a step closer to all-out war. Early Sunday, the militant group launched over 140 rockets into northern Israel with air raid sirens blasting across the region, and hundreds of thousands of people seeking shelter. Israel says while most rockets were intercepted, 4 people were wounded in the attacks. Israel also launched hundreds of strikes against Lebanon. A senior Hezbollah official declared an open-end battle was underway, with both sides on the brink of an all-out war. That brings us to the end of tonight's AI headline news. Thank you for watching. Good night.